House of Kabah. Jack in a box. How do you get Jack to come out of the box? First, Jack is in the box, and then Jack pops his head out of the box. Do we need to turn Jack on or turn Jack off? The numeric value for Jack is 25. Five times what? 5 times 5. Anyways, the reverse alphabet of Jack and remember, CK come together. K creates CL and U. And inside of it comes K cluck. K cluck. And that's what comes out of the word of CK. And its relevance is that 3C and 11K, okay, in the game of pool, the 3 is a solid, and the 11 is a stripe, both of the same prime color, red. In the game of roulette, the 11 is black. Now, the two of them added are either 33 and 14. Why? 3 times 11, 3 plus 11 equals 33, and 14 equals to 47. The word time, energy, Jesus, cross. There's a new one I picked up, Rubik's. All 74s, where time is 47. So if you wanted me to multiply time, I'll just multiply it by 47. If you want to meet me at the halftime, I'll multiply it by 23.5. 23.5 and 37. Those are both what can be quarter time, half times, or in between the periods. The reason for that is half of 74 is 37, and half of 47, what was inverted, is 23.5, which is BCE. Bell Canada Enterprise, if you want to look at it that way. And then it would say the word we. So if you're using the word we, you're using a telecommunication. T-E, a telecommunication. And ete and etel, I have to look into that a little bit deeper. I get my words from my numbers. I make words, letters, into numbers. I bring the relationships together through the arts and entertainment of all those who've enjoyed to do whatever they love to do. If there's a reason for doing it, it may create the equation of understanding the situation. Can it still be hypothetical if it works in numbers, where all the relationships, where the only way to do or show you whatever I see is because it's already been done before? I am just breaking it apart. I didn't do anything at all except for, hey, it's red. No, I see green. Yeah, the angle, the light, the this. So No, not even a good example. Doesn't matter. So C and K, where K inside the C, and only 3 ways to create C is by AAA. Is the only way to create C, okay? Because, but it's only inside the windows can it be created that way. There's a multiplication, 1 times 1 times 1 is still 1. The addition, 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals to 3. So it's 1 and 2, 1 and 3. But through 1 and 1, we don't need 1 and 2 because 1 and 1 creates 1 and 2. Jack is numeric value 25. The letter J is the polarity, okay, is the DC to what is A. It is the black side. It is the other side. J is the other side of A. If we're running the alphabet, the alphabetical way taught to the children, where A is 1 and Z is 26, that's a skeleton story. That's a base value story to understand the rest of the alphabet. Then we can go out and use Chaldean, where it's an alphabet where it goes 1 through 8. Or we can do the just simple 7 gematria, which is the cubic gematria, through 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All the opposites on these dice are 7. The smallest dice is 1. The total where the dots show up are 7. Are 6 and 1, 7. 7 is a combination of 2. 1. 6 is a combination of 1 area of the dice. So we're just trying to understand, make all these dice one color. It doesn't matter to me. It's understanding the area space they want us to use. If you're buying plywood, the thickness of the plywood usually what it is, but when they say 3/4 inch to a certain length, it's not actually what they tell you. They tell it to you for a reason. I do not know what that reason is. This has 6 sides. Each side has 1 face. As the cube shows me, there is a singular area space that is the center to what is above, below, to each corner, telling me there are 8 positions, confirming that I can see 6 positions, and the knowledge that the 1 is in the center shows me there's enough area space to create above and below. Total of 9. This cube shows me that the highest amount of opposite sides is 7, and even when you cover all the dots, you will never get more than 7 of 9 covered. There are 2 empty spaces here. 2 empty spaces here. I'm only looking at the outside. 2 empty spaces here and 2 empty spaces here. So 8, but if I turn it this way, I start with 2 full spaces, meaning there's 2 dots in the center. See the above and below? When I turn it, there'll be nothing above and below, and nothing above and below, and nothing above and below. So one is showing me 6, one is showing me 8. This way, it's showing me 6 of 8. DC house. 6 of 8, 3/4. The letter I can be created this way. This way, okay, turning it this way, it shows me the H letter, because when you put the dot on the side, the connection of the I is sideways. That's the H house. Sleepy. When you have the H house, 1 is above, 3 is above, 4 is below, house of DC. When you have the I house, okay, you have B and E. BE. 1, 3, 5. You're in the sun house. The reason I say that, because I exchanged the B for number 13. The E, I leave it as the E. The E can also be a 3. But I also know that in E is already what is 3 and or D, because it gets inverted, right? I'm assuming there's something about, I'm not going to get into that without designing it out. Oh man, I don't even know where I am anymore. I'm a little hungry. Just give me a second here. Just give me a second. Off and on. Jack in the box. 23, 33, 39, 41. Jack is 25. Trying to see if I would find something in this. The word Jack is 25, so right away I can say that Jack is being completed by 75, 75 and 25. Now to complete this to the one spirit, you must make the number become one again. So in Jack, although we are full at 100, 75 plus 25, we must add to the single digit the same way we came into the world. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals 1 and 2, 3 creation. 1 times 1. So, wow. So 11. What is 11? 1 times 1, 1 plus 1. How we began. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1. How it will end. 3, 3. 11, 11, 22, 11, 11, 22, 44. 4 times 44. So is it 44, 44, 88, 44, 44, 88? 8 plus 8, 8 plus 8. 8 times 8, 8 plus 8. 64, 16 equals to 80. And then 64, 16 equals to 80. Then we have a simple 8 above 8, 808. And then the bicycle cards say 808, RIP, 18, 9, and 16. The house of DC. R, 3 times 6, 3 plus 6 equals 18 and 9, RI, 18 and 9. P is the 16th letter. I go 180 degrees. 4 times 4 equals to the rest in peace. Where? In 4 plus 4, in the heavens. Then in the heavens we go. I'm not sure where I was going with Jack in the box. The cube, why are we in the box? Yeah, the number of the box is 41. Also the numeric, the king. It's funny that a cube with 6 sides like Rubik's Cube does not say that Rubik's cubes have many dimensional realities to them, right? For example, if Rubik's Cube could be like this, and like this. Here we have 9, here we have 1, here we have 4. Right? On the face of Rubik's, right? Who says it's not just a window? 4 or a 9? Which one is it? So if it's this one, it can also be this one, and this one can have all the areas. So if this has all the areas, what is that number? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 equals to 10. So that means this area space has all the areas of 10. So these two, what is like above is below, as like what is creation, right? No, that's I made some kind of anyways, anyways, whatever it is. So if this was a 10, then a window would be 40, and then this one would be 90. But the thing is, these are the four corners, right? In which can become the four corners of the new 9 position area space cube. So maybe the context of the area space changes from all 10s, or this is 10, 20, and then accumulating these two over here would be 40. Another way to look at it, if you went bowling, right, you add on the 10th frame, and when you get to 10, 11, and 12, this is all done. The 10th frame, in the 10th frame, you automatically bring in 11 and 12. So inside what is A, B, C, D, you bring in, because that's 10, you will bring in what is Kale. So the value of this added is 10. So this is number 23. So it says Weekale, number 10. So the synonym for this is the add-on to this core area, which to me is a window, and this window is Mars. And we add on this 3 area, this 1, 3 area, creating 9 spaces over here. That becomes Earth. And then Earth becomes created all around what is the central core of Mars. Area noted to be Area 51 over here. Yes, Area 51. What is in this corner should be run over here. And then what is Area 51? What should be run over here? Because everything is inserted underneath. How am I explaining this? I know I'm not explaining it properly. I'm going to do it again. Hold on a second. I usually don't do this for commercial break, you know. If you're looking to help out the channel in any way, I'm looking to create a program. So there's already programs online, but I need this broken down. So, and you know, and I want to put, what do you call it? Like a how-to section and a how-to why, or where you can find it somewhere in the world, or a section where everybody can share. This is about, if you believe that in the word, in the dictionary, in the stories and games, if you believe just a slight bit that the mathematics are impeccable, that the connection of the words are undeniable, that the number 48 is the word buy, is the word B-U-I, is the word S-E-L-L. One is a 3, one is a 4-letter word, and you cannot deny it. But you can if you want. That's up to you. That the word ring and pole, that when things freeze at a certain temperature, what happens? Do things stop growing? Does the syrup stay at the bottom of the tree? Information network, the river and the stream, would you base it on a real river and a real stream? Where there's a beaver dam, put where the beaver, just like in America, like in Canada, where we have the beaver on the nickel, double nickel on the highway in the spirit of 76, created by number 16. How sweet it is. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 equals 7 and 6, 13. Coming of the moon. The DC man, the black sun. What is this black sun? What does the black sun do? What is DC compared to AC? What is AM versus PM? 13, 16, and 13, because it is 16 that creates 13. Although 61, the Church of the Spirit, can create the rotation of what is the cycle of 3113 inside 1331. Equals to 44 area space, or 133113, or 133130, either 133113 or 311331. 11 times 11 times 11, 1331, 44, the division of area space. Only notable because of the cube and the calculator, the ATM, how they switched over the Q and they took off the Z and they put it from the 7 key and the 9 key of the telephones. Look it up now before they take it away. And they went to the ATM, and for years the number 1 at the ATM, which on your telephone has any other image but on the ATM there is a Q, the 17th letter. There is a Q, and that is the 17th letter, and it's Z, the 26th letter. DNA, area space DNA is in the number 14. You can either have 2 times 7, you can have 77, you can have 27. The house of Venus, matter. And in the matter is the, what is the 5. I'm not sure if the energy can come from this. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to 2 equals to 3 equals to 5. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 equals to 4 equals to 3, or vice versa, equals to 7, 57, 75, or the year 2015. The 20 equals to 210, and the 15 equals to 120. There's always take or minus because of how everything began in A, B, C, D. We stopped at C, or let's call it 60, okay, because you need 10 for a whole. Okay, I'm just going to go Earth's heart is the minimum of 2.5, so I'm going to call all cells 2.5. The word heart is number 25. Is number 52. Okay, the word Jack is number 25, and the word earth, okay, is number 52. So I have to understand, do I go half to find the reality? Do I go to the smallest denumeration, calling it the biggest number, and that's the smallest number, right? So in between these two words we get 77, which they continue on to say matter. It will create 49 and 14 equaling to 63, and this is where 11 comes in. This is where the beginning of everything comes in, right on this number over here, 63. I took you off of this over here. The division is A, B, C, what creates, right? A, B, C, and then we mirror C. Okay, well, we mirror C because A, B equals to what is C, but we mirror C. So we continue, it's A, B, C, D. A, B, C equals to 6. A, B, C, D equals to 10. So we have J, F from the creation of JCC. Because AB creates JCC because it equals to C, and then you're adding C to it. So that's where you get your 33. And your next number is your polarity. And it's also standing for So what is the real value of that box? I said 0.25, 0.25 to each corner equaling to 10. So how do we give the box any numbers? And when you look at a quarter, you have a reindeer. So we have to give a quarter an understanding of what it is, because it takes 4 to make a whole. So if it takes 4 to make a whole from a quarter, so now we have 22, 2 by 2, and this turns out to be what Mars is. And that's my relationship between Earth and Mars, putting pieces and parts together. Total is 77. It will create what is 12 and 7 equaling to 19s, or AI comes together through the gateway through Mars and through what is the combination of Mercury and Venus, and which is the 3 eyes. 3 eyes and the 1 and 2 eye last read. You know, I don't know. So many things are going through my head, and that's actually the last reader that you have is your last teardrop. Go to the washroom. That's the last coming to the last reader, letting it go, because it's all being read till it's all read out. So number 11 had a value of the word equals to 63, but you can also convert 11 into 53 because there's triple value E. So I'm going to remove 2 of them. I don't need it. We can also make other words, and in 11 it also says Friday in French. It begins with vound, V-E-N. It's not abound. It also 11 equals an even. It begins with what is 5 and 12. 5, the E letter, and 12, the L letter, and now there's a story with it. But you know what, I'm not going to keep you here and tell you every single story and what what do you call it, the synopsis is, or the thesis is, and the reason why, and finding it somewhere. It's got to exist already in the world. I can't make it up. I can only bring it to a certain balance because it exists using an equation. It doesn't mean it has to make sense. Everything still has to be tossed up like a salad and see if the oil is going to stay with the vinegar. Is that what it is, right? I call it balsamic, B-A, and that balsamic, just because of that vinegar and what the reaction of that connection is just another equation, right? What the numbers and letters do together. So we're going to get back to, I just remembered that this you will find on the number 7 of the telephone. This you will find on the 9. The total of the Q value, I think, was 70. I think it's 72. No. PQRS 70, and this one over here was 98. So when they removed this, it became 53, and when they removed this in the numbers, it became 72. 5 and 3 8, 7 and 2 8, and what's funny mathematically is it creates they both come together. And what's ironic is pi begins with these 4 numbers, and these 2, okay, reflect what is not what. Oh, there's so many things. This one reflects 5. This reflects what is the birth in the heavens of the E-world gate, from the sun, birth in the sun, the DNA in the sun, through the gate. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5, 6 and 5, 5 and 6. The number 3 is 5, 6. The number 7 is 6, 5. They will create, their mathematics will create number 41, which is your next number into the DNA for the sun, the letter N. The letter N and Z. I like to just keep, anyways, this is 8. There's too many things. I gotta stop. Too long. I need to do 2-minute videos. The word spade doesn't matter what it is. I'm just so all over the place. I just want to try and share a little speckle to see, and when you start to see too many speckles, oh my. No one has 25 hours, but you know what? Our new beginning depends on dedication into a new field of changing the future. And it's communication with the service network, in which is numeric, and its association and actions of what we do that gets spun off into the system, telling the system, could be telling the system that there is duress, and through our work and continuation of work showing the duress in our own ways. However, it doesn't matter how many viewers there are, you're always getting watched up in the terrestrial I don't even know how to say it because I usually make these up. I'm trying to associate our association with the alternative reality. And thank you for watching this video. For arts and entertainment purposes only, I'm just building another fictional story out of the truth and the reality of what has been created from all the smartest people in the world. All I'm doing is bringing them together in one piece. Thank you for watching this video. Who's at the other end?